In a recent interview on the official Big Bang Theory podcast, Big Bang Theory star Sara Gilbert reflected on her character, Dr. Leslie Winkle, and addressed the possibility of returning to the franchise. Gilbert, who appeared in 9 episodes of the original series, acknowledged that the writers hit a wall with her character due to limited storyline options but expressed openness to reprising the role, saying she's always happy to show up. This comes amid the development of a new spin-off, Stuart Fails to Save the Universe, featuring Kevin Sussman as Stuart, along with returning characters Denise, Lauren Lapkus, and Bert, Brian Posehn. While the show is still in development on Max and not yet officially greenlit, familiar faces like Gilbert's could help connect it to the larger TBBT universe. Though Winkle's role in The Big Bang Theory diminished over time, despite her sharp dynamic with Sheldon and a past romance with Leonard, the new spin-off could offer a fresh opportunity to revisit her character in a different context, which means his triumph will be even larger. An early season scene of TBBT made me realize all the romance arcs only pushed the show downhill later. Despite being incompatible in the beginning, given Leonard's initial creepiness and Penny's insecurities, the duo did prove to be the most endearing couple of The Big Bang Theory. But even though their dynamic proved to be iconic in its own way, the shift in their dynamic robbed fans of the sitcom's original flair. Not only does romance become more prominent in the latter seasons when it comes to the main gang, but episodes like Season 2's The Financial Permeability became a rarity in the process. The financial permeability highlights TBBT's missed potential despite starting off as its own thing, which popularized nerd culture among the masses. Over the course of its 12 seasons, the show gradually became more cliché and formulaic, especially with its romantic subplots. This highlights the disconnect between the earlier seasons and the latter editions, and episodes like The Financial Permeability were no longer the norm. The episode in question follows the gang's conquest of convincing Kurt to return the money that he owed to Penny, and given Kurt's menacing stature, the 4 guys remain visibly petrified, leading to this iconic line from Sheldon. Which means his triumph will be even larger. Minstrels will write songs about him. Not only does the episode remain hilarious, but one of the core elements that made it special was Leonard's care for Penny, as instead of being lovebirds, the two, alongside the rest of the gang, were presented as great friends. But as the story goes, as the show progressed, Leonard and Penny became a couple, followed by Sheldon/Amy, and Howard/Bernadette, which gradually took its edge away. Why was Raj robbed of his happy ending? While the showrunners didn't shy away from giving every main character closure, the character who was in pursuit from the sitcom's inception was robbed of a happily ever after. As for why he wasn't given a closure, according to Chuck Lorre, giving everyone a happy ending in the finale would have felt forced. We didn't feel like it was necessarily to have some big story closure for every character. That felt forced and somewhat unnecessary because sometimes big things don't happen to everybody all at once unless you're forcing it into a series finale. And that didn't feel realistic. It didn't feel like a comfortable way to go. So Raj's story just remains open. But even with its issues, the sitcom remains iconic in its own right, and with more spin-offs in the oven, hopefully, a Raj-centric show will eventually be greenlit.